Hi, welcome back, and now for part 3 of our assignment. First thing we want to do is put a subtotal formula in. So I'm going to click here where I want to start that in B16, and I'm just going to go ahead and type the subtotal. Excel recognizes that's one of its formula or function types, and now it wants to know what kind of a subtotal. So there's many different options here. The one I want, I know ahead of time, is this one, 109. So I'm going to double click that, puts 109 in, put a comma. So I'm following the prompts down here, and now wants to know the range. So I'm going to just click and drag to tell it the range that I want a subtotal. And I'm finished with that, so I just click OK, and we have the subtotal formula. And you see that the result is the same as the total, and that's because that particular subtotal, 109, sums the rows that are showing, and all of them are showing. So it's going to be the same as the sum. So I use the autofill handle to copy that across, and so we get the same result again. Each column is the same as the sum. And so now we want to turn this into a table. And so I'm going to click and drag to select the cells that I want to make into a table. And on the Home tab, Format is Table. And I get to pick a style, and I'm going to just choose any style. They all work, so no matter which one you like, you choose that. And now you get a dialog box that shows you the range that's going to be turned into a table, and the checkbox here for my table has headers. So in fact, I do have headers in the top row, so I want that to be checked. If I just had data and no headers, I would uncheck that, and Excel will add up in the row above the data, column 1, column 2 adds generic headers up there. But I have headers, so I'll click OK. And so now in my table, I have these little pull-down icons in each of the headers. And so the first one I'm going to use is over here in the total, and I'm going to sort the table, and I just click and sort, smallest to largest. So now it sorts the table by that, by that column, and it shows that by the icon is changed to an arrow showing that that's been sorted. And the next thing I want to do is filter the table by the month. So I'm going to go over here, pull down. I'm going to uncheck Select All, and then I'm going to check the months that I want to show and click OK. And so now the table is filtered, and you see that by the filter icon, funnel icon up here in the header tells you that this table has been filtered. And now you see that the subtotal is totaling only the rows of the table that are showing, while the total row is sum is doing all the rows whether they're showing or not. So this is a nice feature to be able to filter the table and just see some parts of it, and also get our subtotal. Now we want to make this into currency instead of just generic numbers, so I'm going to select the table columns that have numbers in them, and just click on the currency icon here in the number group, and now we have formatted it as currency. I don't want to show cents, so I'm going to decrease the number of decimals that are showing. And so now we have the table. It's been sorted by this icon here. It's been filtered over here. We have subtotals, and we have everything in currency. So that finishes up our assignment.